Hey everybody, it's Neil from Growlies. I just wanted to cover a few things today. We've had a lot of action here. I have been working for a full year, and I know it doesn't look like it when you go see it, but I've been working for a full year on our website. Pulling a team together here, failing, trying again. We have a new website. Wow. Okay, so it's growlies.pet is the URL I like the best, but of course growlies.ca still works. It is actually the main domain. But growlies.pet works, and I think that's awesome. At growlies.pet, you can also get all of the access to all the videos at talks.growlies.ca, which if you type that into your browser, it will take you to that list of talks, which is a series of amazing little interviews that I was lucky enough to have done, that used to have a sign-up wall. So you had to give us an email address to have a look at those, and all that's done. You can just go watch them. They're all available for free without a sign-up. Just have a look at talks.growlies.ca. Some great information there for you. We do have online ordering now. There are many errors. There are many data entry errors we are working through slowly. For instance, I found out today that our first order made an order, and NRG, which is a dehydrated pet food made here in British Columbia, phenomenal product, was listed as a raw product. Our first order. She found a data entry error, a software error, and a payment gateway error, all in one. I'm sorry to Ainsley. My personal apologies to Ainsley. I will make sure that she gets a free box of cookies, the Howley's cookies, which we also brought out within the last couple months, as an apology for Ainsley. Thank you for your patience being our first test. Wow, it couldn't have gone worse. And thank you for your patience. So, couple things. So, I wanted to talk about Scarf and Barf. Talked to a customer about Scarf and Barf earlier today. They have a brachiocephalic dog. That is a dog with a pushed-in nose, like a pug dog, or a Boston, or a bulldog, or a French bulldog, or you go on. All the brachiocephalic breeds. A boxer. They're all prone to what's called Scarf and Barf, where they eat it so quickly, they bring it up again pretty rapidly within the hour, and then eat it again because they think it's still fresh. But they do, and that is what they do, and it's gross, and we don't want that to happen. But it's more common with the brachiocephalic breeds, or the pushed-in nose breeds, than it is the full, the full mouth breeds, the breeds who have a full real nose. Those guys don't suffer from Scarf and Barf near as much, but some of them can. And so if you have a Scarf and Barfer, one of the things we did with so we had a bulldog. That's what started our store. We call her Queen Maggie. She is passed on now. She lived, they gave her 6 months to live at 6 months of age, and she lived another 8 years. So she made it to 8.5, which was not long enough, but it was much longer than we expected when we first got her at 6 months of age, and they only gave her 6 months to live. So she was a Scarf and Barfer because she was brachiocephalic and she loved to eat. And so what we had to do with Princess Maggie is we were still learning, we didn't know, and so we actually made her food into meatballs and used them as training opportunities. And so she ate her meal out of our hands for the most part as meatballs. And I don't recommend you necessarily do that, but we were willing to do that for our little princess, and she was a doll. One of the things that a lot of people do, and we have this in 2 sizes, is a Scarf and Barf bowl. It's a slow bowl. So you put the food in these little troughs that forces the dog to slow down. They can't Scarf and Barf. They have to take time to eat it. They lick it out of these little troughs. And this is raw friendly and dishwasher safe in the top rack of the dishwasher. And so easy peasy, right? So I know that West Coast Healer Pack does the slow bowl a lot with her guys, just because the dogs do want to eat it as quickly as possible. If your dogs will often have a 10-second meal, using a slow bowl really can help them to enjoy their meal, but they don't need to. They're dogs. They just want to eat it as quickly as possible, and they're going to use a slow bowl. They're going to figure out the puzzle eventually. But a lot of people pack it right down there, slow them down, make it so that they get to enjoy their food. With kitty cats, firstly, you want to use a very flat bowl, very shallow bowl. We use the metal bowls. Jackson Galaxy makes phenomenal bowls for kitty cats, and often you can't do the what's the word I'm looking for? You can't do the meatballs and stuff with cats often. So what you do is multiple small or tiny meals. So that way they're getting, instead of a breakfast and a dinner, they're getting a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, a late night snack, or they're getting a breakfast, a dinner, and a late night snack. You're reducing the volume so that they can better handle their bad eating habits. Because if you imagine the stomach of a cat's pretty small, you don't want to feed them much more than you would they would eat when they were eating a mouse, right? So we tend to overfeed them in single meals. They want to eat 3 or 4 meals a day. And if you can accommodate that, please do consider doing so. What else is there? So I mentioned the website, growlies.ca or growlies.pet. Talks.growlies.ca is now available there. Scroll down to the bottom of the page and you will see the Growlies Talks. Our Howlies are now available in store. Very proud to bring those cookies locally made here on the island to our community. And and we have new shirts. So I got a whole whack of new shirts. We got. Do you want to model for me? Come on around here, Terry. Terry's going to model for us because I'm a terrible employee and I rarely remember to wear my t-shirts. And so Terry's got our latest Fresh Foods Matter shirt, with our bulldog on it. Same bulldog as we have in our Keep Calm and Feed Raw shirts. Just bigger this time because Fresh Foods Matter. We've been using that, thank you Terry, the lovely Terry. We've been using that in our social media posts for years, and we thought it was about time we actually put it into a t-shirt. So I think we're going to start selling those. Yeah, so I don't think they're out on display, but if you want one, ask. We have them. We have them in all the sizes, pretty much. I think about 50 of those and 100 of the Keep Calm and Feed Raws. So it's not like we're low on stock. Check them out. Ask us for them. We'll have them out eventually. These things move slow. We're like glaciers, but we're always here. Thanks. I think I'm done. Have a good one. Bye.